We are live now
Yeah.
for the session, the healthy
Yeah.
baking session with Shambhavi, and we are
Hmm.
waiting for people to join in for the session. Today, she'll be
Okay.
teaching us whole wheat brookies, which is a
Yeah.
kind of cookie, but
Hmm.
it is Shambhavi. It is like brownie plus cookies, right?
Yeah, right. It's a combo of brownie plus cookie, that texture and the taste. So you want to have a
Lovely.
brownie, but you can't make it, so you can just whip up this cookie fast.
Great. Waiting to learn from you. We have six, seven people who have joined in. We'll wait for
Okay.
a couple more minutes and then we'll
Sure,
begin the
definitely.
session.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Yeah.
guys, if you all have joined, you can write a hi in the comments and what you're expecting from today's session. Anything that you would like to ask, you can ask that in the comments. So we have 15 people who have come live, and whoever is here, thank you so much for taking the time out for joining this session. Today we are here with Shambhavi Bharat of Bhuvi's Bakehouse. She's an excellent home baker. I know her since a couple of years. She was one of the first home bakers who I made a video with 2 years back, and the video did very well. Even today, people try the recipe and they comment on the recipe and they ask doubts. So if you have not seen that recipe, go and watch it. It's a recipe of eggless savory muffins that she has made, and it was
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful because I got to taste it live. And today we are doing a second video. This is a live session, and right now we have 25 people. Thank you everyone who is joining in and saying hi. Hi to Nisha, Srinivas, Rishika, Shruti, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, Shambhavi, you can take over and
Sure.
start from the session. I will be watching
Yeah.
from behind.
Sure,
Bye bye.
definitely. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pratibha. It was really nice shooting with you 2 years back, and that definitely did help me, I mean, for that exposure. And it was really fun shooting with both of you sisters. I had a nice time. So all ready for today, and I would like to, really thank you very much again, because I had basically stopped my baking for some time due to personal reasons. So right now I've started back, and this was a perfect timing for me to again, show people my baking skills, and they can learn basically easy baking at home. So do we start already?
Yes, yes. You can start with the session, Shambhavi.
Sure, yeah, definitely. Thank you. So, like today, we're going to bake whole wheat brookies, eggless, and it basically, like you craving to eat some brownies, and with the lockdown and all that now, you can't like really go out and buy. But this brookie is something which you can make easily at home, and it tastes awesome with cocoa powder and choco chips and all. It's like gooey brownie taste plus crispiness of the cookie. So let's start baking. So I'll go about showing the ingredients first. Here I have half cup of wheat flour, whole wheat flour. You can use any brand, that would be fine. I've used Ashirvad here. And then since it's a healthy baking, we are using brown sugar. If you're not very comfortable, you can use probably brown sugar, I mean, jaggery powder if you're okay with it. But texture variations would definitely be there with jaggery powder and sometimes even with brown sugar. It might not turn out that very crispy, but the taste is definitely there. And I have 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. You can use the Hershey's brand or any brand, but be careful not to use the drinking chocolate. Sometimes it is, like people buy it, it is easily available in the market. You can use Hershey's cocoa powder. And then I have 1/4 teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda. Uh, and you have 3 tablespoons of melted butter, unsalted melted butter. In case you don't get unsalted butter, probably you can buy the salted one also. You can use it. And I have some milk. You would need about say 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk. here and there, depending on the consistency. When you're making a cookie, you need to make the ball for the cookie. So depending on that. And I have some white choco chips and dark choco chips, chocolate, the normal choco chips. So these are the ingredients we need, and obviously the mixing bowl. So I'll just start with it. So it's pretty easy, really easy actually. So you just need to take the wheat flour first, just add into the bowl, mixing bowl, and then you take the sugar, brown sugar, yeah, and then I take the cocoa powder. Just see if there are any lumps in cocoa powder. It would be better if you break it down a little. Then I put in both the baking powder and the baking soda, and then just give a mix with your hands. Just mix it really, really well, and be sure, just get rid of the lumps which might sometimes be formed in the cocoa powder or the brown sugar. So this is how it has to, basically. Small little tiny lumps might be there sometimes, so just take care of them. In the meanwhile, while you're doing this, you can just probably, put your oven for preheating at 180 degrees for around 10 minutes. Preheating is always, very important for baking. So just with both rods on, in case a few people have a doubt with it, with both rods on and at 180 degrees for 10 minutes, you can preheat. And then now I add the melted butter. So diet conscious people, don't worry, it has only 3 tablespoons of butter. Not much fattening actually. And then I add just about little bit of milk in the beginning. You can measure if you want to. I'm just adding about 2 tablespoons now. So I'll just make it into a dough. So you can see when it is combining like this, you can see it's all coming together. And at this stage, you can put half of both the choco chips, the white and the dark choco chips. And you can just mix it along. See, you don't have to knead the dough like you do your chapati or anything. You just have to get things together. So I am adding some more milk. Don't add in all the milk in one go. Uh, so now you see the dough is starting to come together. If you want more choco chips, you can add more. So just make sure it's a smooth dough. Don't knead or don't hurt it. Handle it very delicately. There you go. I think it needs just about a little more milk. Yep, now our dough is all ready. Yeah, it's all done now. So I guess you can see the consistency of the dough. It's supposed to be like this. Not very hard. It's quite soft. It might crumble a little, but don't worry. You can just, handle it a little more. A little bit of milk here and there, yeah, it doesn't matter because. And one more thing, like you can refrigerate this dough if you feel it's getting a little hard to work with. You can refrigerate it for about 10 minutes. But sometimes when you refrigerate it and you take it out of the fridge, the dough tends to get a little tighter. But that's okay. It'll, return back to its shape. So all I do now is just take, a little bit of it and just make small little balls. Be gentle, okay? So you might see a little cracks. That's okay because that's how a brownie is supposed to be. The crinkle top brownie texture is what they ask for sometimes. So this is how the cookie would be shaped, and have a baking tray ready with parchment paper on, and you just keep placing on the tray. So anything, any doubts, anything as of now, Pratibha, everything is good enough?
Yes, Shambhavi, you're explaining everything very patiently and perfectly. I'm absolutely loving this session. I was
No need
actually
to.
listening very patiently to you. And
See,
I'm
you need to
sure,
have, yeah, a lot of patience while you're baking, because that
definitely.
is the most important thing. I don't know. Sometimes, see, it's all about. They say baking is a science, baking is rocket science. Nothing as such. See, you get your ingredients to the T. So follow the recipe to the
Yeah.
T. The ingredients had to be at room temperature. And one more thing I would like to mention here, the baking powder and baking soda, it has to be fresh. Be it cakes, cookies, or anything. Otherwise the cookie might crumble or I mean, cracks do, yes, they do develop when you bake whole wheat cookies, especially because
Yeah.
that content which is not there in maida, the gluten content. So basically, all that. I mean, it again depends. Some people want a very crumbly cookie. Some people would
Hmm.
want a crispy cookie. Some people would want a
Right.
gooey cookie. So I mean,
Yeah.
it all personal taste basically. So
That
in
is true.
case, yeah, one more tip I would like to give: in case you make these cookies, brookies, and please store it in an airtight container. It has to be, like cool to room temperature. Then store it. If you, store the cookie hot, put it in the box, it will all get soggy and lose the crispiness. In case the brookie loses its crispiness also after say about around 2-3 days, you can just put it in the microwave for about a minute and
Hmm.
later let it cool again. It will become very crispy.
Amazing. So, Shambhavi,
So
we have a couple of questions. Somebody is asking, can we use jowar flour?
yes, you can, but you need wheat flour for that to support actually, because jova flour in itself doesn't have that, binding structure. Basically, for any cookie or cake, if you're going to use jova flour, bajra, whatever millet flours, basically, which don't have that, that gluten content. So you need some supporting flour which has a little bit of binding structure to it. So that you can say if it says 1 cup of flour, probably you can use like half and half or three-fourth and one-fourth. So that ways you can just substitute it, just support it.
Right. So, I think the same answer would be for this question, which is, could we use ragi instead of wheat?
Yes, you can use ragi again, same thing. But ragi, when you're using, again for any cookie or cake, you have to, like just roast it over stove top for some time because ragi has that raw flavor in it, and it would, like leave behind a little of bitterness. So you can just roast it for some time.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can we use cane sugar? Is the next question.
Yes, definitely, but it has to be a little, in a finer form because
Great,
you're
great.
not buttering it like you do for the other cookies over here. I mean, like
Hmm.
creaming it with butter because you're using melted butter here. And the rest of the ingredients are all, like in a more finer form of thing. So cane sugar,
Great.
yes, you can use. In case it's a little rough in texture, you can just probably blitz it in the mixer
Hmm.
for a second, like how you do with the normal sugar powder. So if the cane sugar is fine enough, you can directly use it.
Amazing, amazing tips by Shambhavi, guys. Whoever has these doubts, do check this
Yeah.
session out, and you it will get more clear and clear. Can we use brown sugar? I think the answer, yeah, she's already using brown sugar in the recipe.
I use brown sugar,
She,
yes.
yeah, great. So cute art says good going. We'll try and let you know the results. Yes, please do try, guys. If you try the recipe, do post the pictures on Instagram or Facebook. Tag Boobies Bakehouse and tag Rasoisaga, and let us know what you felt after
Yeah.
trying the recipe. Very eager to see the pictures and see your results. Thank you, Kosa, for joining the
Yes,
session. She says
definitely.
useful tips. Shweta says very well narrated, too good. Thank you for a nice recipe. Shruti says healthy
Thank you.
recipe. Then hi from Kausar, Jyoti, Venkatesh, Bhuvi Krishna, Komal, Pooja. Mayur says great going. Try to make it. Thanks, Pratibha. Yes, do try it and let us know the results. And Shweta says healthy baking. Adi Shesha says proud of you. And
That's
Prithvi
my dad.
says, oh, hello, hello to him. Prithvi says, hi, we are proud of her. Lots of love. She has made awesome cupcakes for my son's birthday.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you
Aarti
so
says, I
much,
love
all of
her
you.
work. Scullery Affair says, hello, looking forward to learn something exciting. Looking forward to make cookies. Soumya, Shruti, Preeti, Srinivas, Juhi, Rishika. Thank you to everyone. Not reading out all the comments, there are way too many.
Yeah.
Pooja says, thank you for the great recipe. Amazing, amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. All of you. Thank you. A big thank you for joining. And like always, a big thank you to Pratibha. I mean, she's been giving everybody a chance like this. So it's really awesome.
No,
I
it
mean,
is my honor. It is
wonderful.
great that you guys agree to do the live on my channel because we get such wonderful recipes on the channel. And this definitely is a keeper recipe. I think it's easy, it's quick, it's
Correct.
on the
Yeah.
healthier side, and
Yeah.
definitely it is delicious, I'm sure, because
Yeah.
just by looking at it, I know. So continue, Shambhavi. Tell us
Yeah,
how we are baking.
so this is about it basically. So, and you just leave some space and arrange it on the tray. And I'll just put it in the oven for baking. Again, the temperature would be 180 degrees. You can keep up to 12 to 15 minutes it would take. And again, it depends on the ovens and the oven baking temperature. It has, like all the technical stuff. Let me not go into too much, but basically around 12 to 15 minutes. Have a look at it often. Don't open the oven in between when it's baking. Wait for at least 12 minutes. You can just then pull it out. Check on one cookie. Be careful, it'll be really, really hot. So you can just check on one cookie, check the bottom because this is it has cocoa powder. You can't check if it has browned. You can't see that brown thing. Usually, what happens in the other cookies, you can check the browning on the sides, but this it will not be visible. So you can just probably after 12 minutes, it will be soft when you take it out, but then once it cools down, it will get back to a normal, that crispy texture. So this would go into the oven, and I can show you the baked cookies, so which I've
Amazing.
already baked. So this would how it would look.
Oh, wow. It looks very
So you
cute and
Yeah, so
amazing.
again, if you want, like you can give little different shapes. Probably if you're making it for kids, you can make it a little more creative, or whatever. I mean, your thing.
Yeah.
So you want to see the texture, I can just break it in a little bit. You can see it's not too crispy, and this would how it would
Uh,
look.
it's
So
a brownie and a cookie. It is crispy from the
exactly.
outside and it is
Yes.
gooey and fuzzy from the inside.
Yes, exactly. If you want it more crispy, like I said earlier, you can just put it in the oven for a minute and
Hmm.
let it cool, then it will get very crispy again. So and this is about it. Anything
Amazing.
else? Anybody?
Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
People
you.
are commenting good one and excellent. And thank you for the great recipe. So,
Thank you.
yes, indeed, thank you, Shambhavi, for the great recipe.
Thank you.
Absolutely loved it. She had baked a batch in advance, and you guys can
Yeah.
see the results of that. This is what you can expect when you try the recipe at home. And
This is how it will be.
her son Dhanush is behind the camera and is handling it really
Yes.
well because he has
I'll
done
get
all
him
the
to the
close
camera. Yes,
shots.
yes, I'll get him to the camera. Just a minute.
Definitely, we want to
So
meet him.
he's here with the baking tray, and
Hi, Dhanush.
he's my guinea pig probably.
He's your biggest cheerleader for sure because
Yes,
and
cheerleader, critic, or whatever. I mean, guinea pig also because he's the one who tries everything and
all the
gives the
experiments.
opinion. Yes, yes, definitely, yes. And yeah, he also does baking. He loves to. So I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe he's
lovely.
got it. Yeah,
I have
like
seen
they say,
your stories.
yeah, I got it from my mom, and he's got it from me, or whatever. So I mean, so that is how it is. It runs in the family, probably.
Lovely, lovely. So good to see a baker family right here. We are
Yeah.
very thrilled and very excited with the recipe. Thank you so much to
Yeah,
everybody who
thank you.
joined.
Yeah,
And if you try the recipe, as I said, tag Rasoisaga, tag Bhuvi's Bakers on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're posting
yeah,
it, and let
yes,
us know your feedback on it. Shambhavi,
sure,
anything else you
definitely.
want to say?
Nothing. I would like to, thank you, thank my mom, thank my sister. So she stays a little far away from me, but then she's been there with me all the time, everything, be it, like giving it advice. She is my critic, basically. So she doesn't get to be the guinea pig. And with the situation now, it's like I can't visit her, she
Hmm.
can't visit me, but then she gets to see everything, hear everything.
Yeah,
She does give me a lot of tips. I think you saw the cakes she baked, which I put it on my story a few days back.
I
She
think I
had
did.
baked
Yeah.
for my birthday, so back then when
Oh,
there were
yes.
yeah, so that was how it was. Nice, yeah.
Lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining, and I hope you all try this out and let me know how it turned out to be. You can WhatsApp me, people who have a number, Instagram, Facebook, everything and
Amazing.
anything. Yep.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Lalita ji
Thank you.
and Shilpa and Rudrapatna and Shweta and MY3 and
Yeah.
everybody else, Prithvi. Will a regular microwave oven work? Is the last question we are taking.
Yes, yes, definitely. But if it's a convection mode has to be there for baking cookies. Otherwise, the grill or combo solo won't work. Convection mode has to be there for the microwave.
Lovely, lovely. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, guys. We are
Thank
ending
you.
the session now. This live session is being recorded and it will be available as a video on my YouTube channel right after this. So, if you have missed it, then you can go ahead and watch it there. And whenever you're making the recipe, you can refer the session. And
Yeah.
all the ingredients and Shambhavi's follow links will be given in the description. So please go ahead and follow her work. She's absolutely amazing. So please go and do that. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I'll see you guys in the next live, which is happening again next Saturday. So stay tuned and stay safe. Thank you, Shambhavi. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe. Take care.
Yeah. Take care. Yeah.